Actually, it's kind of ironic that you bring that up because I was working on a mushroom character. Like, I don't know if it was going to be a cosplay or if it was just going to be like a story person, but this is going to sound funny to you. But my original idea was that he was going to be a goblin druid that focuses on mushrooms. And then, like, after I had this idea, a week later, is when Toad announced like his new character design, which is a mushroom goblin. I'm like, God damn it!
That's actually great. Ten. Right. I swear, sometimes timing is just insane.
And also, pay heed. I'm not one of the dudes that's like, oh well, person X did this idea, so obviously I can't do it now. Like the character is still available. It's just shelved. It's just the serendipitous of everybody having very similar interests and ideas.
Hmm.
I don't know if serendipitous is the right word in this context, but you know what I mean. You can translate.
Right. I don't know what's there, but it's what that word means, but I get what you're saying.
What, you're telling me you've never used the word serendipitous in a sentence before?
Serendipitous. Obviously not if I can't pronounce it. It's just that we're at that point in our lives where creating original content is pretty much impossible to do because your idea has probably already been thought up of, and maybe the idea that someone else thought up of, you come up with, but you're the first one to put out and actually bring into fruition.
Oh yeah.
And so then it's like the other person seems like they're copying off of you when in reality they're not, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like just there's no such thing as a original idea anymore. So just do it. Just like who cares? I'm at that point where like I'm just going to do what I want to do, and if I get people telling me, "Hey, your character reminds me of so and so," cool. Anyway, like
Well,
I understand it's annoying to have your character compared to another character, but you have to realize that, oh well.
I mean, this is a conversation I've had with people many a time, and I hate that the best example of this comes from fucking South Park, but it's the whole Simpsons did it. Like, there's literally no such thing as an original joke or original idea because someone else has already beaten you to the punch.
This ends here.
But then again, that's why there's things such as tropes.
Jump on my
Like, you're able to take something that might not seem original at surface value, but just make it creative and unique in your own way.
Hmm.
Also, I just got the shit beaten out of me by some bandits.
Yep. Imagine I could never.
I mean, really, when you think about it, the whole point of Plague Talk and all of the various like TikTok cosplay spheres, not a single one of us is like unique. The whole point is that it's a whole
Mhm.
bunch of people doing literally the exact same thing.
Yep.
Like during a lot of my falling out with the platform, um, I would be saving audios and videos to duet, and it's why am I saving this video to make? Oh yeah, because everyone else is doing it. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Goodbye. Go on.
It's it's so difficult,
Go
like
bother someone
especially trying
else.
to follow trends.
Go ahead, please.
It's difficult to even
You too.
get on a trend and try to do something different with the trend because like so many people have already done it and you're stuck basically trying to
Hello.
struggle and come up with something new and everything like that.
What can I do?
Like
Let's do business.
I'll be going through the videos of a trend and I just see the same thing over and over and over again. And it's like, okay, well, I can't come up with my own idea. If you guys are just doing the same thing, you're just different people.
A good price. You got a
But this is where like I love getting my ideas from real life. I love
you
uh
drive a hard bargain.
taking from my life and basically using it as
That's a good
content
deal.
because no one's lived my life. Like, sure, we have similar things that we've all experienced, but are you going to sit there and tell me there have been people who have greeted a customer and the customer called them sugar feet?
You
No,
drive
I
a hard
don't think
bargain.
so. I'm going to make content out of that.
Which is still just absolutely baffling.
But trust me, you know,
You
I
drive
will never get over it.
a fine, a fine.
Sugar feet
You
and
got a great.
gumbo pot are currently the only ones I can think about right now.
You got a. That's a.
This might just be because
You
I
got a
was
great.
raised Cajun, but gumbo
Good
pot
price
kind of
for a
goes
good
hard
customer.
though.
Oh,
Enough.
Jesus.
Farewell.
Freaking
What do you want?
gumbo pot.
Knowledge is the
I
key to
can't.
success in any endeavor. I can show you some. I can show you some new. You've got a lot to. Knowledge. It. Bye. Say it.
Everyone I tell the story to, they're just absolutely flabbergasted, slack-jawed. Like you were called what? I said what I said. Did I hesitate? I don't think so. Yeah. It like I understand like needing to protect your privacy and yourself on the internet and everything like that. But when something funny happens, you gotta use it.
Actually, speaking of, that's an excellent segue into um, the entire reason why I joined Plague Talk was less because of the mask itself and more because, like, this is the perfect excuse to never have to show my face on the internet.
You know what? That's along the same lines that I follow.
Because I don't even think that you yourself have done like a quote unquote face reveal.
Mm-mm. Not even when TikTok was supposedly going dark. I just said, nope, you guys aren't seeing this face at all, ever. Never again. Too bad.
It's just one of those things where it's like, I wish I could walk around with a mask on at all times. Like, the 2 weeks to flatten the curve part of the pandemic where it was socially acceptable to like wear a mask in public places, that was the happiest I ever was in my entire life. I was like, I don't have to show my face.
Right. Yeah, this was when I first joined the plague doctors. It was definitely during a time where I was not at all confident with the way I looked or anything like that. And so having a full face mask, I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. I love this. Why isn't everyone doing this? So uh, I kind of jumped on it because like, oh, I don't have to show what I look like ever. And slowly as the years went by, I did actually start getting what's it called? Like self-confidence in myself and everything to the point where I didn't actually need to keep wearing the mask. I was able to feel more comfortable in a half mask, but I was still of like I don't want people in real life recognizing me and being like, oh my God, hey, you're that doctor
Oh,
on TikTok. Like,
I actually
no.
brought this up earlier this Let's Play, but the the idea of the Lucius voice came from the whole none of my friends can know that I do this. And then they somehow found me anyway.
Try to be secret, but the secret doesn't work.
It's because all of the apps on our phone fucking tracks all of our information. So I was being recommended to my friends because obviously we have our cell phone numbers.
Right.
And it's just that whole conspiracy theory aside, it's just goddamn it. I actually distinctly
What?
remember my buddy Jeff, who's also Ziox, who's shown up in a lot of my videos. He like was scrolling TikTok, stopped, and I heard an audio that was familiar, and all I said was, "Oh no!" And then he turns and looks at me, and the hoodie that Lucius was wearing in the video is the exact same one I was wearing while hanging out with him. And he went,
No.
"Dude," and I'm like, "No."
Not me. What are you talking about? Yeah, I that was definitely something I made sure to tell myself is that hey, after I wear this cosplay, it's never seeing the light of day again. I'm never. This is not outside clothes anymore. And so I just yeah. I'm
You're
not
my.
saying you weren't smart about it, but I was being very
That's
smart
fine.
about it.
Take that.
A lot of the clothes you see me wear, whether it's the like my cosplay clothes or like even like this sunflower shirt that I wear in my videos sometimes, I never go out in public in it. It's literally my pajama shirt. So I'm not going out in public in this shirt. So it was I was definitely very careful and very paranoid about keeping it a secret. It was so bad that like my my own family, who I was living with at the time when I first started, didn't even know what I was doing. They didn't know what videos I was putting out. They didn't know when I was recording. They didn't know, like, I never even went live because I didn't want my family knowing.
I remember there was one time I was trying out like the full costume, like for the first time, and my roommate at the time came into the room, saw me in the getup, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Nerd shit." And he's like, "Yeah, it tracks." And then he left.
If you find a proper excuse, it always works.
And you've actually been in the Plague Talk sphere a lot longer than I have. Like you started in 2020, didn't you?
I did. I did. It was like, gosh, I want to say it was December of 2020. Yeah, I started back in 2020. Yeah, and uh, it's really funny because like even though I'm still in the Plague Talk sphere and everything, I am also now in the COD Talk sphere, the Call of Duty TikTok part of it, um, purely by accident. And so now I am considered the the COD Talk doctor, the residential doctor, and being around there, they have a thing called Feral Friday, where they upload thirst traps. The weird thing is, I survived and went through the thirst trap apocalypse of 2020 2021. So seeing them do upload thirst traps every single Friday, it's like, how is this so much different than back back in the day? I don't know what it is, but I feel like the quality has gone down. Like the thirst traps back in 2020 and 2021 were so much better at thirst trapping than the ones currently now. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's nostalgia.
I mean, obviously, Call of Duty cosplayers just aren't as sexy as us. That's how.
If they're not exactly the characters from Call of Duty, no. No, some of them do a pretty good job, I won't lie. There's one guy I follow. His name's Medically Simon. He does really good in thirst traps. He's pretty good. There's another one. I think her name's just Arctic on like um the the snowcat Arctic. the I think she does also pretty good. I'm also biased because they're both mutuals of mine. So
Favoritism.
hey man, the world don't live off of money or love, or it lives off of favoritism.
I mean, I remember when you first got into the Call of Duty sphere, and I to this day, I still think it's fucking hysterical because it's like I never see anything like you being involved with Call of Duty outside of like watching Terrorizer or Vanoss videos.
Right. No, because like I don't have an interest in Call of Duty. I'll watch like the funny videos that the Vanoss crew and them pump out and everything like that.
The fucking
Because
ninja
it's all
diffusing
like,
videos from 2014.
yes, yes. I used to watch those during my graphic designs class during my freshman year of high school.
Ow.
I had to do it.
It made me
I'm
feel
sorry. I had to
old.
make you feel old.
Also, fuck you. You got a graphic design class freshman year? I had to wait until I was a junior for that shit, and I only got it for one semester.
To be fair, the first high school I attended was quite a pish posh high school. Um,
Don't you mean a Ponzi nonce, as Mark would call it?
ah yes, Poncinons.
The moment that he said that, I was like, no, Mark, that's not what that word means.
Poor Mark, poor Mark.
I feel like you're the only person that I get to nerd out with Distractable about. Not many people listen to
Honestly,
podcasts
same.
anymore.
Right. Like I commute by bike to my job, so I gotta fill up the silence with something. I can't just have the air rushing through my ears or anything like that. So I more often than not, I'm currently cycling between three uh, podcasts. So the first one that I'll always listen to on the daily is r slash. He reads Reddit stories from several different Reddit pages and everything like that. I love the way he reads them and everything. His voice is like not grating. It's not overdone. It's like a dad reading you a bedtime story, and it's great. It's amazing. Um, and then you have like, of course, Distractable is the next one I listen to, and then the other one is also co-hosted by Marn, which is Go My Favorite Sports Team. Because
I've heard that Go My
I'm
Favorite Sports Team is actually good. I just haven't, like, bitten the bullet and started it yet.
right. It is good. I enjoy it. It gives me a better insight on like sports and stuff because I am not a sporty person. I don't understand watching sports, but I understand playing them. And so I'm like, okay, I want to actually like have a better understanding. That way I can actually connect with other people with more than just nerd shit.
The most
And
that I've ever
so,
related to sports fans, this was during the fucking cultural zeitgeist that was the summer of Pokemon Go. And trust me, I'm
mhm.
getting somewhere with this. Um, like, I think it was the first couple of weeks into Pokemon Go launching is when they announced teams, where you could pick one of the three Pokemon teams that you choose, and that's who you use to represent in, like, gyms and such. And of course, everybody immediately is like, "Oh, you're blue team? Fuck you. We're red team. We're better than you. Nuh-uh, yellow team is better." And this dude I was working with at the gas station at the time, he was like, "Now you know what it's like being a sports fan, because we're all like this. We all hate every other team that's not our own for no fucking reason." I'm like, "God damn it, you're right."
That's great. That's wonderful. I tried getting into Pokemon Go. It did not last. It just felt like a chore to get on the app and try to catch Pokemon. And it didn't help that I didn't really have someone to kind of guide me through it. I never had a serious interest in Pokemon. I thought the Pokemon themselves were cute. That's about as far as my interest went. Um, but yeah, I was convinced by my best friend to pick up Pokemon Go. Picked it up, went like maybe a month with it, and then I was like, okay, get off my phone because I wasn't given a guide. I was just told to download it and then left to my own devices. I'm like, okay, I'm not the Pokemon fan here, so I'm boop delete.
Well, I feel like the reason why Pokemon Go became such like lightning in a bottle when it came out was strictly because everybody that grew up playing the original Red, Blue, and Yellow on the Game Boy, we were all adults now, and this was kind of like a reconnection to our childhood. Even though I'm one of those weirdos that keeps playing the games every time they come out because I'm a fucking nerd like that.
Right. Give me a few moments. I gotta mute real quick.
All right. I need to save the imp call, so I'm not going to use it on that. Summer Ballet Cap, didn't I need to oh yeah, you're... I thought I had to save you for something. Maybe I shouldn't do this quest while I'm actively interviewing someone.
Sorry, my food arrived and I didn't want to dox myself.
No, you need to dox yourself. It needs to happen at least once or twice. It's
Oh
mandatory
no.
for being an internet personality.
Oh no. I feel like my voice is already doxing in of itself. Because I mean that's like something I don't change between the online world and the real life world. So like
See
my
anything?
biggest fear is working one
I
day
offer
and
the
then
finest goods
someone
and the
comes
lowest
in
price.
and they're just like, hey, I recognize
fine.
your voice. Do you know Dr. Mareue? And then I have to sit there and either own up to it or come up with a lie.
I mean, my go-to is
Well,
just the
You
blanket
tell
statement.
see
I
anything?
don't really have social media.
Looking to lighten your load but fill up your coin purse?
that's fair, that's fair.
Oh, that's that's a
I could lie and be like, oh, I don't have TikTok. Oopsie daisy. I deleted TikTok. I don't like cosplayers.
I can unironically say both those things. I no longer have
That's
TikTok and I
more than
fucking hate cosplayers. Well, a majority of them.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I feel like you're not allowed to hate me if you're interviewing me. You asked me to come on here, man.
thank. It's been a
Like, it's obviously kind of it hindsight being fucking 40/40 at this point, but it's funny looking back and being like, all of these cosplayers are just so fucking fake, and it's like, no duh, they fucking dress up and play pretend on the weekend. Of course they're fake as fuck.
Right.